What is the thing you don't talk about in your family? In my family, it's my Uncle Rob's disappearance, 23 years ago, and still no trace. No goodbye note, no packed bags, no credit card trail. One day he was there, and the next he wasn't. I was only 7 at the time, but I remember the exact moment everything changed. My mom got a phone call from my grandmother that Sunday morning. She'd still been in her pajamas, hair damp from the shower. I remember how her expression shifted from sleepy to stone. "What do you mean he's not there?" she said, her knuckles whitening around the phone. "Have you checked his apartment?" After that, the house fell silent. Police officers came and went, asking about Rob's friends, his routines, whether he'd been acting strange. He was fine, my mom kept saying. He was completely fine. But even at 7, I could feel something wasn't right. The adults whispered when they thought I wasn't listening. My grandparents looked 10 years older by the end of the month, and by the time I hit high school, Uncle Rob had become something like a family ghost, acknowledged but never discussed. My mom kept one photo of him on the mantle. If anyone asked, she'd just say, "My brother," and move on. No details, no explanation. When I was 16, I tried to ask. We were driving back from the grocery store, just the two of us, and I figured if there was ever a chance, it was then. "Mom, what really happened to Uncle Rob?" Her hands tightened on the steering wheel. "He disappeared, Ellie. You know that. But why? People don't just disappear." She pulled the car over so suddenly my seatbelt locked. When she turned to look at me, her eyes were wet. "In this family," she said quietly, "they do, and we don't talk about it." That was the end of it, or it would have been, until last Christmas. Grandpa had too much whiskey and started crying over his mashed potatoes. "I should have listened," he mumbled, tears in his eyes. "I should have listened to him." My grandma tried to hush him, but he pushed her hand away. "They deserve to know," he said. "The kids deserve to know what kind of family they come from." The room fell silent. Even the ice in the glasses stopped clinking. My cousin Jake looked ready to run. My mom and her sister exchanged a look that said everything and nothing all at once. "Dad," my mom said softly, "not now." But Grandpa kept going. Rob knew what was happening. He tried to tell me about the money, about where it was coming from. I told him to mind his own damn business. Then Uncle Tom, my aunt's husband, stood up so fast his chair clattered to the floor. "Enough, Bill. You're drunk." "Am I?" Grandpa said, laughing bitterly. "Then you tell them, Tom. Tell them about your business trips. Tell them where you really were when Rob disappeared." Everything after that is a blur. Tom lunged. My dad and Jake pulled him back. My grandma broke down sobbing. Someone knocked over the gravy boat, and through it all, I caught my mother's eye. She looked terrified. We never finished that dinner. Tom and his family left. Grandpa passed out. The rest of us cleaned in silence. Later that night, I heard my parents in their bedroom. "We need to tell her," my dad said. "She's not a child anymore." "If I tell her," my mom whispered, "she becomes part of it. Is that what you want? Don't you think she already is?" The next morning, nothing was said. The broken dishes had been replaced. The tablecloth was new, and just like that, Uncle Rob went back to being the family ghost.